zijn in New York bij de galerie van Philippe Labaune. Labaune, je weet, comic talk Nel is altijd moeilijk met namen. Het is een van de weinige comic book galleries in de wereld volgens de beste man zelf. En er is nu een tentoonstelling van Hellboy, originele platen. Ga je mee?
Super fast. We, as you know, we are a gallery specialized in different things.
Yeah, and other people, many of them,
What?
yeah, many of them have not grown up in the US, and many of them haven't grown up with like American comics or help. So I think that perspective would be
Interesting. Yeah, no, totally understand. All right. So I came to Labaune. I born and raised in France. I came here when I was 20. I worked all my life in finance. Sold my partnership a few years ago. I'm a huge collector of comic art. I'm a huge collector of comics. All right. I lost a brother and a father when I was very, very young. They were 4 of us, and you know, when they were 6, they would send me to my room, and because I was the youngest one, comic book. There's something about comic books that I love, and they are unique in that way is that you can read the same comic book 20 times, and that's really rare. You cannot do that with a book. It's really rare. I mean, that you read a book a couple of times. And you can read it for an hour, you can read it for 10 minutes, you know, you have a break on the toilet, whatever, and that's wonderful. It's fast food, but it's good fast food for the soul. Okay, and it takes you out, and for a minute, you're not here anymore, and that's a beautiful thing. So I really believe in the power of comics and graphic novel. But when I lived in the US, I was traveling a lot to Europe, and one day I discovered, oh my God, I can buy a strip. And there was a small gallery in Paris that still exists, it was a big gallery. And I started to collect. And over the years, I became a bigger collector, and I realized, oh my God, there are 8 galleries in Paris. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, now there are 7 plus. In Paris, 3 in Brussels, specialized in comics. There are none in the US. And I decided to open the gallery. And it's a real privilege. It takes a long time. We've been open for 3.5 years. It's really, at the beginning, it's very, very hard. Like any, when you're an entrepreneur, it's tough. I mean, you don't have a paycheck coming every month, you're waiting for a big firm. But it's a lot of fun. And what happened is, over the years, I was starting to get more traction and getting bigger artists. And as you get bigger artists, it just boom, 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 boom. It gets bigger and bigger. And a year ago, exactly 1 year ago, I was lucky enough to showcase the work of Peter de Sève. Some of you might have come for this exhibit. And Peter de Sève, amazing illustrator, 49 covers of the New Yorker, including one 2 months ago. Amazing artist. His best friend is Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola came to the exhibit and fell in love with the gallery and the way we present stuff. In the US, comic art illustration is a little bit considered as a lower art form, which is BS, total BS. We believe it makes so there is no reason behind that. Yes, sometimes some people will say, your gallery is. It's a good gallery for technicians. I'm like, versus artists? I mean, what does that mean, technicians? I hate that. Yeah, they can actually draw. Yeah, they study, they can draw. I mean, it's a little bit easy. Okay, $1 million. I don't give you free work. I mean, I like, yeah. And you know what? Talent and to be an excellent technician, I mean, they blend together. All right, so let's get that straight. And I think that comic art finally is getting, in Europe it is, in Asia it is, but in a different way. It is very institutional, so that gives it a very, very nice, beautiful, you have beautiful exhibits, but it's very institutional. There is no merchandising of it. And that's a little bit of a problem, and yeah, okay, I make money selling strips. But it's also to have a little bit of money in the process makes everything moves a little bit faster, better, bigger. In Europe, it's totally, we have all together in Europe, we might have 11 or 12 galleries now. And in the US, I'm the only one, but there are a few galleries that do it once in a while, but I only do comics. Okay, let's go back to Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola. When he said he was okay to do the exhibit, that was his first gallery exhibit. He had no idea how to do it. And I didn't know that until I went to LA and he said, okay, this is my studio, this is everything I have. And we went through boxes and decided to put everything on the side and try to find something, a theme. And after a weekend, I was like, enough, I'm sick and tired, I'm going home. I came back a couple of weeks later and then I had a much better idea. But we had 170 pieces. That's a lot of pieces for an exhibit, all right? And I decided to take everything. What I was able to do, and I hope you appreciated it, in this room, so we are trying to be an intelligent gallery and do it in a thematic way, do it in nice installation. So here, of course, people are coming for Hellboy. I'm going to have people from the con, they're going to see the watercolor, and they're going to go for that, covers of Hellboy, which I totally understand. So those are super famous, amazing Hellboy cover. I mean, and I don't want to price this, but a piece like that we actually sold is $28,000. So Mike Mignola is at this level, which is good, but he is one of the 4 or 5 most well-known living comic artists in the US. All right, Sienkiewicz, Miller, Daniel, there are a few, Jim Lee, there are a few, but he is really at the top of his game. So here we did some Hellboy. I like Hellboy, never been the hugest fan. And I told Mike, I love Hellboy, but screw ahead, that was a one shot that I love. So when you are Mike Mignola and you're becoming so big and so well known, you can start doing, some little project on the side and somebody would publish you. It's no problem, especially when you work with Dark Horse. So he did a one-shot Coronet. I love this one because Sandman, the reference to Okuzai was there, it's very smart, this is very different. Batman and Robin Leaves, he did one Batman, and this is that was a very, very well-known comic books, and we are lucky enough to have this cover. I love the Rocketeer. So those are just stuff, and I love Conan. So those are just covers that I really, really enjoy. On that wall, that's my worst wall. You always have a bad wall in a gallery. Bad wall because I have double lights which change during the day. It's really tough. So I want really dark. And he is known for his clair-obscur. I don't know if it's in Italian, clair-obscuro, you know, playing with the space black and white. And that's what I wanted to showcase here, how good he is playing with space. I mean, this is amazing. Look at the house here. It is brilliant. And what's great about those, especially those, is that when you see it printed, it's a perfect black. But then you notice it's a brilliant ink wash. I mean, and that's really, really cool. And some people are like, oh wow, it's not as clean. No, it's not. It's not as clean. That's a real thing, all right? Everything will go to you, and then we do a book, and all the procedure will go to you. So he did that for almost 2 years. He did that, and he would do series, you know. And one day, oh, why not? As a kid man, why? I mean, who knows? And in the series as well. And he would just do series, and then sell some of them, and other he would keep, and they would have published in the book, and all the procedure.
Nou, benieuwd bent hoe dit allemaal kost.
And he was directed by Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro since then has won stars of this movie, The Shape of Water. And if you have seen The Shape of Water, you will notice that it could be a comic book. Guillermo del Toro is a comic book theme. So dude, if he could mainline it, he would. He is a real comic book creator. And through Guillermo del Toro and a few other people through the pandemic, he started, first of all, he started to sketch. Every day was like, the pandemic, I'm bored, I'm going to do a sketch a day. And then, through a few friends,
$25,000.
discovered a charity, and it's called World Kitchen, which is run.
Ja, dat was echt waanzinnig. Dus onwijs mooie art te zien van Mike Mignola, watercup collars, prijzen. Ik wilde een koningcover kopen, was maar $10.500. Mocht niet voor mijn vrouw. Daar hebben we het straks nog wel over. Maar nee, alle gekkigheid op stokje. Een Batman cover van €25.000 van The Death of Robin. Ja, origineel art verzamelen, het zal het vast waard zijn. Het toffe was, er was een groep, ze kon niet te veel praten. Een paar studenten. En Philippe Labaune zelf, die ging een praatje doen. Heb je ook meegekregen. Kortom, fantastisch.